Have you ever thought about how the exact same technology that's making hackers faster and smarter might actually be the one thing we need to stop them? It's kind of the ultimate modern paradox, isn't it? We're essentially asking ourselves right now, are we building our own digital doomsday device, or are we forging an impenetrable shield? Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are unpacking a really fascinating duality. On one hand, we've got this massive, sweeping initiative by OpenAI to completely dominate the cybersecurity space. But on the other hand, we have this severe internal safety backlash that this aggressive push has created. So let's dive right into this clash between cutting-edge tech and some intense boardroom drama. Very quickly, here's our roadmap for today. We'll establish the reality of the AI cyber threat, break down OpenAI's 5-point defense plan, and see those partnerships in action. Then we'll examine the profit versus safety clash, and finally, look at exactly what this means for everyday people.
All right, starting with Section 1, the AI cyber threat. We really have to look at the rising speed and scale of digital attacks today.
The lines on this new battlefield are actually pretty stark. On the offensive side, malicious actors are already using AI to automate reconnaissance, write complex malware faster, and totally evade detection. Honestly, the speed of it is terrifying. But on the flip side, defensive AI gives us the power to patch systems almost instantly and spot anomalies with just incredible smarts. So the strategic balance is shifting incredibly fast, and the absolute crucial goal for defenders right now is to just outpace the threat.
Moving to Section 2, the 5-point defense plan. This is OpenAI's framework for what they call controlled acceleration. So their action plan is essentially built on 5 core pillars. First, democratizing cyber defense through a highly vetted program called Trusted Access for Cyber, basically getting powerful tools to the good guys, from hospitals to local water utilities. Second, deeply coordinating across government and industry to share threat intelligence. Third, wrapping their most advanced frontier AI models in seriously tight security so they aren't stolen. Fourth, maintaining strict visibility and control during deployment, meaning if a user starts acting maliciously, they can just pull the plug on their access. And fifth, enabling everyday users to protect themselves, which we're going to dig into a bit later.
Now, to actually power this plan, they aren't just handing out standard ChatGPT. No, OpenAI has unveiled a highly specialized variant called GPT 4.4 Cyber. This is a flagship model fine-tuned entirely for defensive cybersecurity tasks. They actually demoed this specialized tool in Washington recently for about 50 federal cyber defenders. It is literally purpose-built for the good guys.
Okay, Section 3, partnerships in action. Let's look at how this is securing the open source ecosystem right now. $10 million. That is the exact amount OpenAI has committed in API credits through its cybersecurity grant program. They are actively funding defenders. We're talking about companies like SemGraph, Caliph, Trail of Bits, and Socket. They're giving them the financial runway to use these advanced AI models at massive scale to hunt down open source vulnerabilities. And this leads to some unbelievable real-world results. Check out this timeline from a grant recipient called Socket. At 0 minutes, an attacker drops a highly malicious package into a public code registry. Boom! Just 3 minutes later, Socket's AI pipeline is already analyzing the code, the behavior, the metadata. By minute 6, the entire supply chain attack is identified and completely blocked. 6 minutes. Without AI, human reviewers might take days, maybe even weeks to catch something like that, and by then, the malware has spread like wildfire. The sheer scale of this defense is staggering too. Over 3,000 critical and high-severity vulnerabilities have already been fixed using OpenAI's Codex security tools. These tools are out there automatically scanning code bases, spotting the weak links, and actually handing developers the fixes. It's a real game changer.
All right, shifting gears to Section 4, the profit versus safety clash. Corporate restructuring is sparking some severe backlash here.
Because building AI this powerful raises massive safety questions, right? At the core of this clash is a major structural transition. OpenAI is attempting to shift from a capped profit nonprofit into a for-profit Delaware public benefit corporation. Now, in a nonprofit structure, public benefit and safety are the absolute, undeniable priority, and the board has the ultimate kill switch. But as a public benefit corporation, while it still has a stated public mission, it issues ordinary shares of stock and is inherently capable of generating financial returns for investors. So opponents argue this legally shifts the priority away from safety and pushes them toward aggressive commercial competition. And the fallout from this shift has been really intense. Early contributor Elon Musk actually filed a lawsuit alleging the company abandoned its philanthropic mission. You've got the AI Safety Network in Code filing an amicus brief supporting that block.
Internally, highly respected safety figures like co-founder Ilya Sutskever and researcher Miles Brundage have resigned. And perhaps most notably, OpenAI completely dissolved its super alignment team. That was the specific group dedicated to preventing AI systems from going rogue, and they just rolled those duties into a new committee.
This quote right here really captures what the critics are feeling. Jan Lake, a former OpenAI executive who actually co-led that disbanded super alignment team, said this when he resigned. Over the past years, safety culture and processes have taken a backseat to shiny products. It's a pretty stark warning from a key insider, right? It perfectly frames the debate. Can a company aggressively commercializing powerful AI still prioritize the safety required to keep that same AI in check?
Which brings us to our final section, impact on everyday people. With all this talk about federal cyber defenders and corporate lawsuits, what's in it for the common person?
Well, look at this number, 15 million. That's how many messages ChatGPT gets every single month, from ordinary people asking the AI to help them identify potential scams. People are intuitively bringing their sketchy emails, weird text messages, and shady website links right to the AI. You might actually be doing this yourself. Everyday people are already treating AI as their personal cyber shield.
And building on that exact momentum, OpenAI's fifth pillar of defense is completely focused on trickling this massive enterprise capability down to your local level. They're rolling out new security features directly into individual ChatGPT accounts. They're developing cyber hygiene tools specifically for parents to protect their home networks. They're actively expanding scam identification to protect seniors who we know are constantly targeted. And they're ensuring that local entities, small businesses, municipalities, and even school districts get affordable access to the exact same top-tier defensive AI. So the firewall protecting your kid's school is literally powered by the same intelligence protecting federal agencies.
So we are left looking at a pretty profound reality here. AI is actively democratizing cyber defense. It's giving all of us, from the Pentagon down to a grandparent checking their email, a real fighting chance against next-generation hackers. But as those corporate battles at OpenAI clearly show us, this kind of power comes with immense responsibility. As AI shifts the entire balance of cybersecurity to protect us, we absolutely must continue to ask, who is protecting the AI from itself? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you next time.